Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alex. I'm here from Bridging News, and I have a very special guest with us. We have the ambassador here with us to answer some very interesting questions. I'm curious, maybe you can introduce yourself to our audience.
Well, my name is Michael Campbell. I'm the ambassador of Nicaragua to the people and government of China. I arrived in China on the 25th of May of 2023.
Okay.
So this month, I'm going to have 1 year in this beautiful country.
Fantastic. Okay, so you've been here a year. When was your first visit to Chongqing? Or is this the first visit?
This is my first visit to Chongqing, and I have to say it's been an amazing visit. Chongqing is a microcosm of China, I believe. The largest city of China in terms of population, and I think the largest city of the world, with over 30 million inhabitants. And it's made up, its history reveals that it's made up of migrations from all over China. So here you have a little bit of everything. We had the opportunity to see the rural area and how the rural revitalization and poverty alleviation programs have been so effective. We've also seen new energy vehicle plants, new material plants, pharmaceutical industry, so much. And we've only been here for 2 days. I think it's an amazing city, and I think everybody should make sure they visit. It's my first visit so far, but definitely it won't be my last.
Ah, man, that's great to hear. So arrived at the airport, coming to the city, as the city unfolds before your eyes, first impressions of it.
My first impression, and I have to say that I had a heads up from my colleagues in the embassy. It's amazing to see how the city has grown around its landscape. They have, instead of cutting down or carving mountains or anything like that, they've built on top of the mountains, and they've built along the Yangtze River, the great Yangtze River. So I think my first impression is how harmonious the development of Chongqing has been. And everywhere you look, you see these marvelous skyscrapers, huge. It's one of the most urbanized cities of China, of course. But also, in the middle of each one of these skyscrapers, especially when you're doing the cruise along the Yangtze River, you have the opportunity to see how a little bit of ancient Chongqing history and culture is still preserved and protected. I think that's fabulous. It's something that I've enjoyed from the very first moment I arrived in the city.
Well, you're talking like a local. What you've just listed here is probably what we could get in a conversation with a local that's lived there all their life. So you're well adversed with the city. Also, the bridge capital, I would say, of China and possibly even the world. Over 15,000 bridges and 37 span bridges throughout the city. Let's get into some more detailed questions for the audience here. And here is the first one for you. Can you share how the 2024 Land Sea Economic Forum has created business opportunities for your country and the marked changes this has brought about?
Well, I think in the case of my country in particular, the changes are still to come. Nicaragua and China reestablished diplomatic relations on December of 2021. And since then, the relation between our countries have flourished. Nicaragua is a member of the Belt and Road Initiative, and we are already benefiting from very important strategic projects for our country. Nicaragua is located in the heart of the Americas, in the middle of Central America. And we have the Pacific Ocean on one coast and the Caribbean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean on the other. So we consider ourselves a hub, a communication a hub, a transportation hub for the world that needs to be further developed. When we're here in Chongqing and we can see so much effort that has been put into becoming this strategic city in the southwestern part of China, connecting a key pillar of the Belt and Road Initiative, a gateway of the 2024 of the Land and Sea Economic Corridor, and a hub in the upper reaches of the Yangtze River. We can see that there are many opportunities for cooperation, for exchanges between Chongqing and Nicaragua. Right now, in the framework of the Belt and Road Initiative, we're building our new international airport. We're also collaborating with China on developing our railway network, developing ports, roads, and highways, so much. I think the way that China cooperates with the world, uniting, connecting the world, has been something that's fabulous. And you can see that here in Chongqing. Everywhere you go in Chongqing, you can see everything connects. Everything works as a hub. I think that's great.
Well, that sounds like exciting times ahead for sure for your country. I mean, what a wonderful thing to bring the people of Nicaragua. And I think also having a good partner. You mentioned the One Belt, One Road. I mean, this is a key component, especially in the geopolitical landscape that these countries are dealing with right now. Although your country may be remote from China geographically, in what ways has this platform, the 2024 Land Sea Economic Forum, brought people closer together in practical terms?
Well, I think in the case of Chongqing, as I mentioned before, you can see that the full hub potential of Chongqing unfolding. In the case of Nicaragua, we're a country of 130,000 square kilometers, right. Of course, blessed geographically because of our location, but we still need to develop all of these potentials that we have. So I think the Belt and Road Initiative and the Land and Sea Economic Corridor will help to pave the way on the type of relationship we should develop between China and Nicaragua. Although we reestablished diplomatic ties in December of 2021, our political parties, the CPC and the Sandinista National Liberation Front, have ties that go from the 1960s, even before the Sandinista revolution came to power, came to victory in 1979. So we have a lot in common. We share a revolutionary past. And I think that is the basis of the relationship that we're building. That's the basis of the trust that we have between our countries and our peoples.
Well, thank you for that. Once again, great answer. The way you're handling these questions is amazing, so thank you so much for that. What is the principal message and main areas of concern your country has addressed during this forum? And can you provide some illustrations maybe?
Well, one of the things that we have been doing during this visit is learning, more than anything else. But there are a few issues that come to mind that are very important to address. For example, just I think day before yesterday, the United States imposed additional tariffs on the new energy vehicles produced in China. We had the great opportunity to visit Chang'an's global design base. The first thing that you see when you walk into the design base is that it's a collaborative endeavor. Chang'an works with designers from the United States, from Japan, from Germany, from Italy. There's collaboration between Chang'an and Ford, Chang'an and Toyota, and other companies. You can see that this has been a joint effort. One of the most popular vehicles that Chang'an has is the model, the Avatar model, that uses Huawei's operating system, Harmony operating system. It's a wonderful, fabulous car that everybody wants to have a chance to have. The automobile, the new energy vehicle automobile supply chain is vast.
Yes.
It gives an opportunity for many countries to participate, to create jobs, to learn, to transfer technology. When the United States imposes tariffs on new energy vehicles from China, or especially in this case from Chang'an, the only thing that they're doing is trying to disrupt the supply chain, but also making the cost to the United States consumer more expensive. And it's also undermining the effort to combat climate change. After all, these are